Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Zenaton, and welcome to today's video for Legends of Runeterra. Gonna be doing a pretty much only for fun deck today. Not gonna lie, this deck is kind of a bad deck, mostly just a for fun deck. Would not recommend this for ladder if you're trying to seriously climb or anything, but it's a super fun deck. I always like to play this deck in every single season once I get to Masters, just when I want to have some fun. We're going to be looking at Zoe Aphelios. That's the current iteration of this deck I have. But more importantly, Out of the Way. An Out of the Way deck to use Mark of the Lamb, I think, the 2-mana spell, to make our units invincible, unkillable. Can still be obliterated and recalled and just polymorphed in general, but it can't die. And we use Aphelios to give them lifesteal and overwhelm and other things. I say this version is Zoe Aphelios because I have tried other variants and created other variants that use Taric, like a Taric Aphelios list. I like the Zoe version a little bit more right now because I think Taric's just a little too slow. But yeah, very fun deck. I feel like my goal in this video is just honestly going to be getting one win, really. So might be one of those rare videos where I get no wins at all, but let's go and look at the deck really quick. Okay, welcome to the deck. There's a lot in this deck that I feel like I'm gonna have to probably explain because it uses a lot of interactions that people don't really know about, or they don't know how they work together. So first off, the deck is, like I said, an Out of the Way deck. We play Out of the Way on hopefully turn 3 with banked spell mana, and then we just play things to take advantage of the permanent buffs. Eula giving permanent spell shield and overwhelm. The Solari Shieldbearer just for a decent defensive unit. That's just a 2-mana 3/6 after the Out of the Way is cast. Aphelios to give lifesteal and overwhelm with Severum and... what are the weapons? Severum and Infernum. I want to say Crescendum, but it's not. Speaking about Crescendum, we have goats to be pulled out of Crescendum. We don't really want to Crescendum, though, because we don't want to pull out Mask Mother by mistake. Only really going to Crescendum if we really need bodies. But yeah, so the idea is we play Out of the Way, and then we play Lamb's Respite. That's the name of the card. Lamb's Respite will last for the rest of the game, or until, I guess, a card is bounced back to the hand, or, I guess, mini-morphed or something else. But in other words, if you play Out of the Way, and then you play Lamb's Respite, the Lamb's Respite effect will stay on the card and not fall off at the end of the round. So it'll be, I can't take damage or die the round, which might go on Zoe, or Aphelios even. And then you just win by just continuously buffing that one card that can't die with Aphelios cards and other such ways, leveling up the Zoe after she's been respited, so on and so forth. Also, that's why we run Mask Mother. Mask Mother and Glimpse have to kill an ally to be played. So, you know, you would Glimpse a unit, draw 2 cards. Mask Mother unit, the unit dies, and you get the stats and keywords onto Mask Mother. You can Mask Mother and Glimpse a unit if it can't die. Even though the unit will not die, you'll still get the effect. So if let's say Zoe, you Lamb's Respite Zoe, so Zoe can't die or take damage, and then you Glimpse Zoe. The Glimpse will resolve, and the animations and all that stuff will play out, and you'll draw 2 cards, but Zoe will not die. And on the other hand, if you Mask Mother Zoe after you Lamb's Respited Zoe, Mask Mother will do all the animations, pretending like she killed Zoe, and then Zoe won't die. Mask Mother will get, well, whatever stats that Zoe has, but assuming no buffs, +1/+1 from Zoe's stats, and elusive, because Zoe's elusive. And then if Zoe has, like, lifesteal or overwhelm from Aphelios' moon weapons, even more keywords for Mask Mother, and more stats, too. So you can start to see how this deck is working and what it's trying to do. Let me actually just talk about certain cards in the deck, too, and why they're in here. First off, our 1-drops. 3 Lunari Duskbringers, 3 Zoes. A couple of reasons why we're playing Zoe, in all honesty. Zoe's a pretty good card to buff up with Lamb's Respite. That's number one. Number two, and why we also run Duskbringer. Well, Duskbringer also is just great with Aphelios. But we can only really play a 1-drop early on. We can spend 1 mana early on if we want to play a turn 3 out of the way, and we really want to play out of the way early. Our deck kind of just folds if we don't have out of the way early. I'd go so far as to say you should almost hard mulligan for out of the way. The only thing I would even keep that's not out of the way is Zoe and maybe Lunari Duskbringer if my opponent's an aggressive enough deck. But outside of those 2 cards, I would keep nothing else. Next card's up though, Glimpse. Like I explained earlier, just good card draw, very cute with Lamb's Respite. Still can be used normally just to kill a unit that your opponent's trying to kill. Or yeah, that's it. 3 Lamb's Respite's pretty much why we're playing the deck. Comboing off with Out of the Way is name of the game. Mask Mother, just a nice card to just get extra stats, more beef on the board. Sadly, she doesn't copy Lamb's Respite because it's not technically a keyword, but it's whatever. 3 Goats, overall good card. The gem's really nice too, and an okay card to Lamb's Respite up as well. 3 Pale Cascades, just to cycle through the deck and keep your units alive. But yeah, like I said, we really want to find out of the way, so we play 3 Pales. You could also consider Guiding Touches as well. 3 Solari Shield Bearers, another 2-drop, but a really good one with Out of the Way cast because it's a 3/6 if you Daybreak. Means your Crescendum from Aphelios is going to be very, very random with what it gets, but this card's just really, really nice after Out of the Way and before Out of the Way too. 3 Vile Feast, just stall. That's all this card is here, is just to try and stall your opponents. Just an overall great card. Stalls your opponents with the Spiderling, pops off spell shields. Great card. 3 Aphelios. If you can make him invincible with Lamb's Respite, that's great. Mostly just here to give us moon weapons to buff our respited unit anyway, though. Eula is doing a similar thing here, mostly just here for her ability. Comes in, gives Spell Shield and Overwhelm, preferably after you've played Out of the Way, of course. I guess you could play it before you play Out of the Way if you really, really need the body. 2 Veiled Temples is a very, very mana-hungry deck, so between Aphelios' moon weapons and Out of the Way, we need a lot of mana. So we play 2 Temples, and it's not terrible with its buffs anymore, even after the nerf, but it's still pretty bad. 3 Out of the Way. Like I said, you really want to draw this card, so we play all 3. 2 Vengeances, just a really nice card. Even though we can make units invincible, invulnerable, whatever you want to call it, Overwhelms are still annoying, so Vengeance is really good if we just need to pick off a very specific unit, say a Wounded White Flame, a Pantheon, a Trundle, etc., etc. Now, some cards in this deck you might be wondering are not in this deck. And some cards I've played in this deck as well, before in previous iterations, but are not in the current build. Number 1, Solari Sunforger. Solari Sunforger, after Out of the Way, is pretty sweet. Just a permanent 4 mana 5/4 with lifesteal forever, as long as you Daybreak, of course, and very, very great if you Lamb's Respite it. I think it's a little too slow in the current meta. Sounds crazy, I know, but most of the aggressive decks that actually are afraid of Solari Sunforger have ways to stop at least one life gain from it, either through Noxian Fervor, stuns, killing their own units with like removal or glimpses or whatever. So I'm not the biggest fan of Solari Sunforger. I've also played Fangs in this deck before. Just a little too slow. Fangs just kind of is sad after the nerf, in all honesty. Nothing else really too crazy. I've played one of Ruination sometimes in the deck. It's kind of cute. You Lamb's Respite your unit. Your opponent tries to go very wide to stop it, and then you play Ruination. Other cards I played, just, Shadow Isles control cards, Withering Whales, Boxes, etc., etc. Grasp, I think I've even put in this deck before. So there's a lot of ways you can build this deck. I like the current iteration, very low to the ground, very, trying to be very efficient with its mana and not play too many expensive things and not too much of a control deck. So yeah, fun deck. Mostly a meme though, like pretty much only a meme. Not really a serious deck, but a for fun deck. So let's go and take it for a spin on the ladder and try and get just one win. Okay, Spider Aggro. We're probably gonna lose here. This is a matchup where I don't actually go for out of the way. I don't like hard mulligan for out of the way. I'm gonna keep this. I might even keep Vile Feast, but I already have one, so I'll mulligan away the second one. But yeah, like this temple is gonna help out a lot too. So this is a matchup where I don't really try to out of the way too early, because you can't really just play a 1-drop and then pass turn 2 and 3, and we'll play out of the way on turn 3, because you'll just get run over. But yeah, our hand's fine. Duskbringer's okay to start with, but yeah, we're not going to be casting out of the way. That's fine. We're going to just pass here. Not even going to attack into this. If they trade with this, I'd rather have this to trade with other things. Lambs or Spite's okay. The Elise we can deal with. They'll squeeze in 1 damage. It's whatever. Maybe they won't attack. Of course they'll attack. Kind of want to be a little greedy here, but I think I'll just trade. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll just do this. So I'm going to be down to 2. Kind of annoying. Hello, opponent? There you go. So I feel like this is going to turn into a... Can I survive like the early first 4 or so turns, I'd say, and then find out of the way. And then build up a big unit and give it a... Like, get a big unit with lifesteal. That's a really good draw, though.
Only a fool would enter battle unprepared.
This helps out a lot, in fact. That's fine. We'll just pass for now. Want to play a 1-drop? Cool. No 1-drop. Setting up a Decimate, maybe? I know it's not a permanent Lance Respite, but I might Lance Respite just to Glimpse. No, I don't think I would do that. I think I'll just develop the Temple, maybe? Skitterers, whatever. We'll just play this. Take 7 here, sadly. Kind of hate it. Okay, okay, that's nice, that's nice. I could do this. Play a Dusk Petal Dusk and Gem, and then still have Vile Feast mana. And this will let me block a 4/2. Yeah, I really like this play, actually. So yeah, I'm only taking 3 now because they gave me a priority window. This is insanely good for me. So yeah, I'll be at 16. Sadly, I lose out my entire board, though, and my hand is kind of bad here. But my opponent doesn't know that. My opponent does not know I am a little weak here in terms of a hand. They might not even attack. They might be afraid of this 3-1. Like, this is very scary for them. I still think they attack in with at least the Fearsomes. Yeah, okay, you got it, you got it. Okay, I think a Zoe would help out a lot here. So yeah, I'm gonna go to 16. Kind of a scary situation here, but they're down to 3 cards. Gonna be 4 next turn. It's not that bad. My hand's pretty bad. If I can draw Aphelios, I think if I draw Aphelios, I'm in an okay spot. Yeah, Aphelios is what I'm looking for here, I think. Kind of wish my opponent would play at a faster pace, but whatever. You know, you get these players sometimes. They like to take their time. Alright, come on, Aphelios. I'll take a Zoe, too. Hi, Zoe. Nice to see you. So yeah, I think I might like Lamb's Respite, Mask Mother, Glimpse, Zoe. Just because I need the bodies. I hate that I have to do this, but I just need bodies on the field.
Mason. Reporting
That's
to the
fine.
The few for the many.
So yeah, we'll just do this. So I attack it for 6 elusive damage, and I have a fearsome blocker now. That's not bad. Zoe can chump the non-fearsomes. Yeah, we're in an okay spot here. And if I can find a Aphelios to give Zoe lifesteal, we're in a great spot. Super cool star chart's pretty sweet too. We're just going to do this now before the Land's Respite falls off. Come on, Aphelios. Out of the way. Little late. Little late. But not awful. Oh wait, Zoe's not... I forgot, it wasn't a permanent one. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. I think I'll just play Solari Shield Bearer if they play a card here. Just defensive Shield Bearer. Yep, that's fine.
My faith protects me.
Another Skitterer? Yo. Okay. Just how bad is this? So I can Pale here. Now I have 2 fearsome blockers. A Vengeance. Not that useful. So I can block like this, 4, 7, 9. Sure. Yeah, sure. I think I'll do this. Yeah, let's do it like this. Alright. Need an Aphelios. A fearsome blocker would be good here, too. Serpent's not bad. Okay, I'll take it. Serpent, in theory, will kill the Precious Pet. But yeah, I'm probably going to die here. Noxian, Fervor, Decimates. I just need this Aphelios to give me lifesteal. Eula, interesting. We'll do this. Cycle, I guess. I need a top deck Aphelios here. If I can top deck Aphelios, I have a great chance. Kind of. Maybe. Possibly. Okay. Aphelios? The fact that I'm not dead and it's turn 7 against Spider Aggro is, in my opinion, impressive enough. Okay, not great. Decimated. Yep. And we're probably just going to die here, sadly. Like, they still got 2 cards. We're down to 3. Noxian Fervors, Decimates. We're not coming back from this, I think. I can block. I can attack like this, I guess. I guess I'll do this. Well, the good news is they can't cast Noxian Fervor here. I'll do this now.
What else can I fight for?
And hold up Vengeance in case of Noxian Fervor. As long as they only have 1 Fervor and they don't draw another Decimate, there's a small chance. I just need this Aphelios. That helps. That does save me. And Decimated. Yep, GG. Okay. Howling Abyss, Iceborn Legacy Spiders, I'm gonna assume here. Gonna keep this. No, I'm not actually gonna keep Lunari Duskbringer. I want to find Zoe early-ish. Zoe or Aphelios. Well, I found both of them. Now I just need to find Lamb's Respite. But yeah, we can play a turn 1 Zoe if I want. I'm gonna pass here and try a bluff Pale Cascade. 2 out of the ways. Welcome to the problem with out of the way. Drawing more than 1 always feels bad. Okay. Vile Feast. Vile Feasted. I hate to see it, but whatever. That's actually kind of good for me. They kill my Zoe. Kind of like it there. That means I don't have to worry about... That's going to be a problem.
Where are you?
Them killing my Zoe is actually really annoying. Or really... It's not annoying. It's good-ish. It's good because... We'll start with this. It's good because now I don't have to worry about casting Lance Respite and hoping they don't have, like, a Whale or a Vile Feast to hit my Zoe now. Okay, so if I can get a Lance Respite or a Pale Cascade, a Temple... Not the best. There is the Pale. Little worried here. A little worried about Iceborn Legacy. I think I'll just start with Zoe. Force them to have another Vile Feast. Think I would even Pale Cascade if they do. Not sure about that. A little scary here, but I think I'm gonna need the star charts. But yeah, okay, that's... You know what? The fact that they passed with 7 mana makes me want to pass. I'm actually just gonna pass here, yeah. Not even gonna attack. That's a pretty okay draw. Iceborn Legacy time? If it's Vile Feast... Brood Awakening. Okay. Just gonna play Veiled Temple for now. It's a lot of damage, but whatever.
I must get out of here.
Yeah. I'll just Vile Feast one of them. Could Pale to cycle. I'm thinking I'm going to Pale to cycle. I don't want to block Aristocrat, though. I'm not going to Pale to cycle. I want to try and bait them into using a Vile Feast here. Crawling Sensation. It's going to be a problem. But yeah, so now I play Eula, giving Zoe Spell Shield and Overwhelm. That's going to be
What else can I fight for?
fine. So yeah, we do this. We can play Aphelios. We'll get 2 mana back. We'll have 4 mana left over. I want Severum.
Aphelios.
Kind of sucks that Eula's getting the buffs, but whatever. I think I'll phase into Infernum is what I want to phase into. Please don't have like Vile Feast, Whale, or double Vile Feast. Cool. That's a very nice help for me. So the good news is we got an Overwhelm, which doesn't matter, but Spell Shielded, Life Stealing Zoe. Bad news is that. That's a lot of bad news. So yeah, I can chump with a Spiderling and a Eula. I don't want to chump with a Aphelios, but I might have to. Goat's not bad here. If they pass priority, I doubt it. I assume, yeah, they're gonna just attack.
Do not stand against me.
Block that one. Go to 6. I think I'll go to 6. If they play like another Iceborn Legacy, I have Vengeance if I really need it. That's fine. Kind of hate it, but it's fine. Star chart here. Got a Moonglow. Messenger's not bad. What am I even looking for? I think I'll buff my Zoe here. Okay. Then I'll Infernum Zoe and phase into Calibrum. kind of wish I could take time off to develop Veiled Tempo, but I can't. And we're dead. Well, rip. So yeah, slow deck. Slow deck.
Do not fear, Aphelios. I'm with you.
Okay. Go hard? I assume? I'm gonna just assume this is go hard. I'm gonna throw away Lunari Duskbringer. I think I can keep... No, I want to find... I'll keep Temple because it's a slow enough matchup, but yeah. I probably should have mulliganed it away to look for out of the way, but whatever. We'll bluff Pale Cascade, I guess. Nice.
I bear a message from... Oh, hey, what's that?
If they play go hard here, I'm not going to Pale. If it's Vile Feast, though, I will Pale. Actually, no. I'll just... No, yeah, I'll Pale. I know it won't let me cast a turn 3 out of the way, but I want to cycle through my deck because my hand is really bad here. Bad as in I don't have out of the way. If they go hard after this, then they misplay. They should have go harded first in case of Pale, I feel. Okay. Sure. They really don't want me to have a Zoe. Okay, sure. No problem. No problem. That's fine. I have 4 mana, 7 mana next turn. Okay, we can pass here. I don't want to trade a Duskbringer. I don't want to put a Duskbringer on the field anyway. So yeah, I'll just play out of the way. Take another turn of getting punished a bit here. So out of the way. Might play my Duskbringer now, but it's a little scary when they have a Sentinel on the field. Go hard or Vile Feast will just make it very painful. Second out of the way. Kind of hate it. Maybe I can find Lance Respite this game. Time Trick. Sure, no problem. I wonder if they're playing Karina. I know some of these decks like Karina, some don't. Just gonna pass again, really. Yep, we'll just play Veiled Temple. If they glimpse their Spiderling, that's fine. We'll ping it. I will take all of this damage. I am not a coward. Yeah, I'm not a coward. A little scary, though. But whatever. Go harding their own unit. Why don't you go hard your Spider? Yeah, why didn't you go hard your Spider before combat? You could have pushed in so much more damage, in theory. Okay, Shield Bearer, that's going to be useful. And we've got Aphelios here. To give lifesteal to something. Now here's the problem. Vengeance is a card. Yep, another go hard, whatever. Poor Aphelios is probably just going to die here. We'll just play Zoe. Another go hard. Nope. There's the Mystic Shot they were bluffing. Well, not just bluffing, they had it. And we'll sever him here and hope they don't Vengeance this away, because that would make me sad. It actually does matter what I phase into, kind of. Time Trick, no problem. Another go hard, I assume, here. I'd hate it, but, you know, I expect it. Yep. So they got to pack your bags on turn 6. Well, it's technically turn 7. They'll be able to cast it. So we'll just send this in. Gain 5. That's nice. Like, this is okay. It's not the worst. Could definitely be worse. Not even gonna play these Duskbringers. Another Aphelios. And they had a Vengeance. GG. You hate to see it. So I could Duskbringer.
I move forward.
I don't like this play, but I think I have to do it.
You leave me no recourse.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this, but I think this is the play I gotta do. I can't take too much damage. Because Pack Your Bags is active. And this is a burn/atrocity deck. Well, burn-ish. They have a lot of burn in their deck. I'll start with this.
Peaceful once.
Okay. That's a decent draw. Something that survives Pack Your Bags. Pretty good. Just afraid of Ladros here, really. That's the only thing I'm afraid of. Like, Ladros and Kindred. Elise is annoying, but fine. Give me Severum, please.
The brighter my light, the stronger your shadow.
Okay. Give this Lifesteal. This Lifesteal is actually really, really important. I'll phase to Gravitum, I think is the key here.
Devotion through battle.
Another Vengeance. Oh, that's not good for me. That's really not good for me. See what I get here. Could just play this. I think I'll have to. So yeah, they play Pack Your Bags, they attack in. Not gonna be good for me. Mask Mother, okay. Too bad none of my stuff is invincible. Sadly. Wish it was.
You cannot hold us down.
Could do this.
They will know.
I think I'll do this. Yeah. I'll just throw away my board here, I think. A whale? Not a fan of that. But sure. But yeah, them killing my Aphelios is pretty bad. I mean, I wasn't expecting them to win this matchup. I mean, I think I just have to cycle here. I wasn't expecting to win this matchup, but I had a little bit of hope. I'll get some mana back here, I guess. Eula. Wish I had drawn you a little earlier, but not bad. Oh, wait, that was my first card played that turn? Thought I had played a unit. Whatever. Could Vile Feast for my mana back, but meh. Alright, give me Zoe? Thanks. Little late, but thanks, I guess. Yeah, we're not...
Well, I did say I wanted to see.
We're not really doing much here.
They forced us to choose death or the blade.
Pack Your Bags time?
But I look right fierce.
Could play this to buff my Duskbringer so it can block the Sentinel.
You leave me no recourse.
Guess I'll do that.
You cannot hold us down.
But yeah, I really need to find something here. And this is the problem with this deck. It's a little weak to removal-heavy decks that can remove your units and stuff before you can get your combos together. I guess I could technically give the Spiderling Overwhelm and Spell Shield. That's so bad. And there's Lejos. All right, GG. Okay, welcome back to the deck. Sadly, no wins. 3 games, 3 losses. Wasn't really expecting to get a win with this deck, but would have been nice to. But like I said, I wasn't expecting to get a win. Like I said, it was mostly a for fun deck, really. But it would have been nice to get a win. But you know, you can try your best. But sometimes the deck can only carry you so far, and you can only carry a deck so far. I hope though it at least showed off what I was trying to do with this deck. You know, we did get to play out of the way a few times. We even got to play Lands Respite a few times, but every single game we just lost because the deck is just, the combo, it's cool and cute. It's just a little too slow. Out of the way, it's just way too much mana. 5 mana, even though it does draw you a card, it's just not enough. It's very, very difficult to, you lose so much tempo, and it's very difficult for you to catch back up on tempo. Aphelios' Moon Weapons are just so expensive too. It's like you're just taking tempo loss after tempo loss, out of the way tempo loss, Aphelios Moon Weapons tempo loss. The initial turn where you play Veiled Tempo is a Veiled Temple is a tempo loss until you can get the mana back. So it's a really, really, really tough deck to play and tough deck to get wins with. But I'd say like I probably get a win like every 1 out of every 10 games. It's still a fun deck to play. Even though it doesn't win too much, I like playing it. And when it does go off, it's so much fun. Sadly, though, I don't think it's that great. Even more so, I think it's not that great in the current meta because Ionia is popular. Homecoming just makes you sad after you put all your buffs onto your unit, and then your opponent, Homecoming's your unit. And it will, as your extent, Vengeance and Darkness is still around, and Darkness plays Mini-Morph. So that's pretty sad too, but it's still a fun deck when you don't run into those decks. Had a couple of close games, I feel. Like the Spider Aggro game was kind of close. But yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed the deck anyway. I'd love to hear your opinions on it and what kind of cards you think should be in this deck. Anyway, though, I hope you enjoyed it at all. Seeing me lose a lot. If you did, please be sure to leave a like or a comment down below. I'd love it if you would. It always helps me out and stuff. And if you guys want to keep up with the Legends of Runeterra content, you can always go and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you want to watch me play some Legends of Runeterra, you can go and check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Zenaton, where I stream pretty much every single day. Anyway, though, with that all said and done, thank you all once more for watching this video. And until I see you guys in the next one, bye!